Hi guys, welcome to Mark Bajerski Crystals channel. I thought what I'd do before I start talking about a certain crystal which is around my neck is to introduce you to something that so many people keep asking me about, which is, I'll give you a wider berth, shall I? Let me come further back here. Okay, so there you go. So what you're looking at right there, this, I'm sure you can still hear me. Okay, so what you're looking at here is a hand carved out of one piece of wood, a carving of elephants. And before you start going, they better not be ivory tusks. No, dear friends, I would never ever work with ivory. The tusks, what you're looking at here, is basically called crocodile wood. Crocodile wood is from a certain part of the world, which normally is anywhere like Bali or Indonesia, which Bali is in, of course, so there you go. And it's wood. There you go. You quite clearly see it's wood, right? And crocodile wood is really, really light in colour. So, of course, where did I take you from, mister? Oh, yeah, here, there you go. It's, as you can see, really, really nicely carved. Come have a look a little bit closer. It's really well carved. You can see the shape, all of just everything that you look at is perfect in shape for the elephant. All the carving, the ears, the eyes, if you look at the eyes, they're just so beautiful. The trunk, and all the way down, you can see it right to the floor there. Even at the bottom there, how beautiful are they? Look at them all. So basically, it's almost like they're climbing. They're climbing. So yeah, I saved for a number of months, if not nearly a year for that, and I kept praying, I hope it's still there. I hope it's still there. I hope it's still there. And when I just got enough money, I went and it was still there. So it was mine. Obviously, nobody was going to buy it because it was for me. And you know why? Because it wanted to sit right there in front of you guys. So you guys, every now and again, would say, tell me about the figure behind you. So it was carved by a very, very special man. And when I was in Bali as well, there was also a very special man who'd carved an absolutely beautiful elephant, very similar to this, but the elephants were just of the heads, and I just fallen in love, but unfortunately I just could not afford. And you know what? I like this. This is perfect for me. So anyway, guys, let's get back to it. Let me get everybody in the scene. Okay, it's nice to see you all. It's been a busy day. I mean, obviously you can see I'm a lot happier today. You know why? Because I've just had a visit from my dear friend Cecilia. She's come and done a beautiful healing vibration of sound with her singing bowls, which are just totally mind-blowing. The energy of singing bowls are incredible. If you can ever get yourself to a singing bowl meditation, do it, because the vibration heals tremendously. And I got the crystals. She actually puts them into the singing bowls and plays, which is yes. So the energy of this place is now starting to become so strong, and I'm so happy about that. So let's begin, shall we? Today's crystal is a very exciting one. I love it very much. Worked with it over a number of years and always come back to it for certain reasons. Some of the reasons I came back. Anyway, let me introduce you to it. Take it off. Okay, take a look. This is a very beautiful quartz, and they call this quartz Fadden, which is F-A-D-E-N, Faden Quartz. And as you can see, it's got a resemblance to, when you look at it, it's got a resemblance to Herkimer. And it's that vibrant colour, sharpness, coupled with the little bits of what I believe is the trapped oil inside, which sometimes gives it this little black bits here and there, which is beautiful. I love that as well. This crystal is really fascinating, and take a look at this one. Can you see how the pointers are here and there? I love the pointers on them. Now, I get these cherry picked, which means that certain souls have to dig and work very hard to get the right pieces for the right colours, just like the Herkimer's. So yeah, I try to get very, very beautiful ones, very clear, with great clarity. But then I get some which are not as clear, but are fascinating in shape and design. So the thing with these crystals now is more and more I'm finding that the people that choose them for me, they kind of, the price determines the shape, the colour, and just how they feel towards a certain crystal. And that's fine by me. I get excited when they're excited and say, you know, this one's a little bit more money because of this reason, that reason. But that's okay, it's fine. You know, they know their job, they know what they're choosing and how they work. So I cherry pick them and try and get the best of the best. Now, they're not easy for me to get these days, I've got to admit. I do try and ask my fellow diggers and friends to get them, but it's becoming a little bit more of a struggle. But they are, I'm sure you can find them. Good luck if you do. I can only tell you what my diggers and my friends tell me, and I go on there, trust, you know, good people. But let's anyway go back to many years ago. This crystal was a wonderful crystal for people who were wanting to, it was more self-realization. I found that people were wanting to really look at themselves in the mirror. How many people do that? Not many. But when people are ready, they need something to support them. What is a support crystal for that? I think this crystal is. I saw it many times on people's necks, and when they were holding it, it gave them support through the days, weeks, months that I worked with them. And I found this crystal to be that support, helping you to see your past trauma, but to actually let go of it and move forward. Also, at the same time, it has a great energy to help you awaken to your psychic and healing abilities. So it's a really, really interesting crystal. Not only does it heighten your vibration, but it also helps you heal your past. But for me, ultimately, this crystal is more about self-healing. So if you want a self-healing crystal, if you want to self-heal your body, and what that means is, when you place a crystal around your neck, if it vibrates at a certain vibration, certain crystals have this energy to awaken your healing energy. So I believe this crystal does that. And when it's on you, you'll feel it. And as I've worn it today, especially, one of the singing bowls just, it was illuminating this crystal, and it was vibrating this crystal in my ears. My whole body was popping. It was like incredible. So I took hold of this crystal as this singing bowl was around me, and it was just like, well, it's like somebody's taken a load off my back of worry and fear. It was amazing. So if you're going to do anything like self-work, which is meditation, mantras, a great crystal to wear alongside other crystals as well, because it really does amplify your energy as it grows. So it's like a support system. It's like a scaffolding for when you are deciding to really make a difference in your life. This is about acceptance of your journey and how you want to grow. So if you've decided to leave your past behind, this is the crystal to wear. If you're sick of being in the cesspit of wallowing of your past and what should have, could have happened, and you say enough is enough, I need to move forward now and grow and leave my past behind, this is a great crystal, because like I said, it heals your past as well. So it's a support system that confirms to you that actually I need to heal my past and let it go and move forward and grow from that. So it's a great crystal for that. If you're wanting to do kind of work like, I'd like to be a healer, I'd like to be a psychic, I'd like to practice more yoga, I'd like to practice more mindfulness, a fabulous crystal for that. It really is a really good crystal for that. It will confirm that you're heading in the right direction. It will help you at times to be aware. And because it's a clarity crystal, as you see a crystal and look at it and ask yourself, what would would you think this crystal does? Well, you just need to look at it and see clarity in there. So that tells you instantly, it brings clarity. If you see a crystal which is all like cloudy, then you can obviously, not you're thinking now, oh, it's going to bring cloudiness. No. It heals from the cloud in the mind's cloud thoughts, and oh, it's all cloudy, it's all wrong. This brings an absolute clarity to what you see. This crystal is also good for the eyes. Lower down, as you come down with this crystal. What was the other thing that I remember? What was it now? It's just gone. It was so exciting and it's gone. I can't remember. Anyway, things come and go quickly with this, but not right good for memory. Obviously. Okay, let's get back to it. So clarity is really, really important to know. When I talk about clarity, it's not about the memory. It's about clarity of your future, what you want to see, where you want to go, what you want to do. So if you're somebody who's now ready to sort of take the next step forward, but you don't really know where you're going, what you're doing, this brings the clarity along your journey, which means it helps you see more clearly. It shows you the signs, or you are more aware of the signs. So it kind of gives you the idea, when you think about it, that it brings balance to everything. And on the psychic level as well, it raises that vibration, because of course, when you're working in that kind of field of work, psychic and healing work, you can only really truly work in that when you're of mind, body and spirit 100%. So this crystal will really help with all of those things. I think it's a universal crystal. I think children can wear it really well. I've seen many kids love this crystal. I've seen like grandmas wear it and love it for a long time. Mothers, healers, men, plenty of men love this crystal. Shamans love this crystal too. So it is a very, very powerful crystal in many different ways. One thing I say is that you've got to work with it. And what that means is it's not going to instantly give you clarity. You've got to work at it. And that's what I said right at the beginning of this video, if you listen. Once you've decided to let go of the nonsense of your life, and you're willing to work at your future, and you want to become the better model, the better person, the stronger person, the happier person, this crystal works with you. So it's not going to give you what you want, but it's going to support you as you take those steps. So I think it's probably best being aware that I tell you the truth about this crystal. If you wear it, it's not going to instantly give you what you want. I think if you're buying this crystal, it's really got to be, like I said at the start, you've got to make the decision to say, okay, I'm going to change my life now, and I'm going to work at it. So this is going to be your support system. It's going to be somebody who comes to you every now and again and say, are you really doing what you're doing? So it's that kind of accountability crystal. It's a great word to put it. And it will keep reminding you, hey, are you still there? Hey, come on, let's get on with it. You know, so it's a reminder rather than something that just makes you flow in that direction. So I think that's it really. I'm just going to attune to this crystal and just see what I feel from this crystal. Okay, just give me a second. Let's see if I can attune to anything. Okay, so this crystal is really good for the throat. So whatever's happening in my throat, there's a burning sensation that's coming into my throat. It's like somebody's just grabbed my throat and it's burning. So whatever's happening here, it's healing my throat. It kind of makes sense because it is a crystal that helps you become aware of what you should do, your truth, speaking your truth. So that's good. If you struggle with speaking your truth, I think this would be a really good crystal for you. I'm now starting to feel my eyes are stinging a little bit, so there's some healing on the eyes. My stomach is starting to feel like it's blowing up, so something's happening inside my stomach. I think glands. For some reason I'm feeling glands. It's healing the glands. So it's a good crystal for healing glands. It's a good crystal for healing the stomach of any past issues of suffering that has sat in the stomach. Any past injury, because now I'm feeling my shoulders hurting, my toe where I hurt a long time ago, and certain other places. It's healing past injuries. It's definitely awakening my mind to the psyche. I can feel, if you know of what's called the alpha mode, I can feel a headache coming straight here. So something's happening in here and all around here. Breath, my breath is becoming light, more challenging to breathe, which means that something's happening in my chest as well. So this is good for breathing techniques, to helping you breathe. Okay, that's it. That's what I feel from this crystal. A beautiful, interesting crystal, right? Really interesting. Okay, that's it, guys. I'm going to put it back on and I'm going to crack on with work today. Wish me a lovely day. I'm going to try and make as many videos as possible this week to introduce you to some more beautiful crystals. I hope you like this crystal today and my understanding of this crystal. There's a lot more to this crystal than what I've mentioned, okay, a lot more. But there's only so many minutes that I can make these videos, but I could probably talk about this crystal for probably an hour. But yeah, Faden Quartz, I hope you enjoy it. Get yourself to your local store, ask them if you can get a little piece and hold it. Oh, I remember. I remember, it's just come back. This crystal was often taken off on a night and placed in certain rooms and certain businesses and just left there. And it created an amazing energy in any given room, whether it was a bedroom, whether it was a business, whether it was in a just your room where you like to sit. Just take this crystal and put it somewhere in the room. It creates an amazing energy in that room of positivity and clears a lot of negative stuff that's attached to the walls from the past. So it helps your business, it helps your home, you feel better in your home. And of course, something to consider, put it in the car, leave it in the car overnight. It'll bring good energy into your car as well. That's it. Thank you so much for subscribing to Mark Bajerski YouTube channel. Thank you so much for buying your genuine crystals from markbajerski.com. Yes, I think I've got a few of these on the website, but not many. And remember, they're all hand worked. So I've worked with them for many, many hours. I hope you enjoy them. Go to your local store and buy them there as well. Support your local crystal store. I would suggest not buying too much from Amazon and eBay, because you might be buying different crystals that might not be a Faden quartz, okay? Very easy to say they're other crystals, okay? So it's better to buy from a genuine dealer, which is normally your local store, because they really love their crystals and they do it for love, not for just sales, okay? Have a great day, take care of yourself. I'll put a link underneath here for this crystal to have a look at on my website, so it gives you a good idea what they feel like, and then make your choice. Either get yourself to a local store or maybe save for one of these. Take care, have a great day. Isn't that lovely? I'll just show you again before I go. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Okay guys, take care. See you later. Thanks.